Leo stood before his grandmother's large house as darkness quietly wrapped around the neighborhood. The massive wooden door looked like a silent giant, and the shadows of the trees danced on the ground like long, reaching fingers. Gripping his small backpack, Leo felt his heart racing. He whispered to himself, "My room at home knows my breath, but this house doesn't even know my name." Suddenly, the door swung open, and a river of warm, golden light poured out. Grandma Rose appeared with a smile that felt like a holiday. She smelled of vanilla and old books. She didn't see a frightened child. Instead, she saw a little explorer. With a voice full of tenderness, she said, "Welcome, Leo. The house has been whispering your name all day, waiting for you to arrive." Leo went up to his assigned room. It looked like a sea of shadows, and the bed felt like a vast island in the middle of a dark ocean. He sat on the edge of the bed, feeling very small against the long night. The wooden floor made a slight creaking sound, as if the room was asking him questions he didn't know how to answer. Grandma Rose entered, carrying a shiny silver key. Pointing to the corners of the room, she said, "This isn't just a room, Leo. It's the heart of the castle. Every corner here keeps a secret that is only told to those who listen well." She then pointed to the ceiling, where stars were painted so delicately they only appeared when the darkness grew deep. Grandma leaned down and pulled a cedarwood box from under the bed. Leo opened it cautiously. Inside, he didn't find gold, but an ancient lantern that glowed with an emerald light and a soft, hand-knitted quilt. Grandma said, "This lantern doesn't just light up the room. It catches bad dreams and turns them into stardust." Grandma took Leo's hand, and together they lifted the lantern. Suddenly, the shadows on the walls were no longer scary. They transformed into shapes of mountains, friendly dragons, and cotton clouds. Grandma whispered, "See? Darkness is nothing but a white canvas, waiting for your imagination to paint the most beautiful adventures." Leo felt the buds of courage growing in his chest. At that moment, Ginger, the orange-furred cat, leaped onto the bed. He started purring softly, sounding like a tiny motor. Grandma said, "And Ginger is the captain of the night guard. He doesn't sleep until he's sure all his friends are safe." Leo reached out and stroked the cat's soft fur, feeling the room finally begin to recognize him. They walked to the large window. The moon looked like a silver coin in a sky of blue velvet. Grandma Rose said, "Look, Leo. The moon watching over our house now is the same one watching over your room back home. It's a bridge of light that connects all the places you love." Leo looked at the moon and felt close to both his home and his grandmother at the same time. Leo lay down in bed, feeling the quilt wrap around him like a warm hug. The sheets smelled like jasmine dried under the sun. The bed no longer felt like a lonely island, but like a sturdy ship ready to sail on a journey through the world of dreams. Grandma Rose sat in her rocking chair by the bed and opened a large leather-bound book. Her voice began to flow through the room like a calm melody, telling a story of a child flying above the clouds on the back of a giant owl. Her words wove a safety net around the room. Leo's eyelids began to feel heavy, and Ginger curled up at his feet. The light from the lantern pulsed gently, like a heartbeat. Leo realized that a home isn't just walls. It's the feeling of being loved and protected, even in a place that seemed like a stranger only hours ago. Leo fell into a deep sleep, dreaming that he was the king of the castle of dreams. He knew that the morning would bring the scent of tea and adventures in Grandma's garden. Now, the night had become a soft blanket, and Leo was perfectly safe in his second home. The house that now knew his name and kept his secrets.